Hi, welcome to Yogalates. My name's Ellie and I'll be leading us through this 60-minute workout today. All you need is a mat, or if you don't have a mat, you can use a towel, just something to cushion your hands and your knees. Feel free to grab water at any time, and let's get started. So we're going to start in a tabletop position, coming down into child's pose, just letting your hips sink back. And then kind of shifting our weight forward, arching your back, coming up into kind of a cow position, and then pushing back onto your heels. You can kind of come in to an upward facing dog, and then pushing back. From here, coming to our neutral spine, we're going to extend our left leg back, and raising that right arm, we're going to a few bird dog position to bring your elbow to meet your knee and extending it. Inhaling it as you extend and exhaling as you pull it in. Using your core to help you balance. Finishing up here, holding it here, placing your right hand down on the mat, tucking your right toes under, and we're going to push into a three-legged downward facing dog, stretching it out. And then pushing our weight forward, coming into a high plank, tapping that left foot down, and pushing back up through three-legged dog. Inhaling, pressing back, exhaling, pushing forward into that high plank. Making sure our shoulders are over our hands. Finishing up on this one, holding it here in this high plank, and taking your left foot to the left side of the mat, putting your right leg down, and just holding the stretch here. Allowing your hips to open. Taking your left elbow, touching your hand to your head, opening up that chest, and then bringing it to the mat. Taking it as low as you can. Placing it down on the mat, tucking our toes, coming in to a lunge. We're just pushing our weight back and forward on that toe, and it's stretching out a little bit more. From here, we're stepping forward into a half fold position. Just allowing your body to hang. You may walk your legs out to get a deeper stretch. Squatting down a little bit. We're going to start by sinking our hips into a seated chair position, and coming up to standing, then down, touching your hands to the ground, coming up through standing. Squatting down, placing those hands down, coming up and out. From here, we're just heel-toeing our feet out to the side. We're going in to a few squats. So we're just gonna squat down, pressing those arms at our ears and coming back up. Really squeezing our glutes at the top. Taking it at your own pace. Now, holding it here, we're just gonna move our arms forward and back. Keeping those legs nice and low. And we're gonna start adding little pulses. So bringing those arms forward, pulse down, back, come up. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Putting those hands on your thighs, slowly rolling yourself back up. We're rolling out our shoulders, stepping that your right leg back, into a lunge position. We're gonna do some lunge work now. Putting your hands behind your head and just lunging down. Making sure our knees are in line with our ankles. We have 4 more on this leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding the lunge here, we're gonna add a little bit of a twist to the left side. So coming up, lunging down and twisting. Working on our balance here. We have 1 more. From here, raising our arms to the ceiling and tiny pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming out of that, coming back to standing position. We're switching legs, putting that right leg back. Your left leg back. Putting those hands behind your head and going into our lunges. We have 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna add our twists. So lunging down, twisting to the right side, and coming up. And we have 2 more. Holding it here, raising those arms and doing our tiny pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming up, coming forward, folding it forward. Getting a nice stretch through those back legs. Planting your hands on the floor, pressing back into a downward facing dog. Pedaling it out a little. our knees slowly back down into our tabletop, and we're gonna go into the other side. So extending that right leg back, extending your left arm forward, and bringing them to meet in the middle for our bird dogs. Really focusing on lengthening your arm and your leg. We have 4 more for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that right leg lifted, we're planting that left arm on the ground, tucking underneath your left toes, and raising up into that 3-legged dog position. Exhaling, shifting forward, tapping your right leg down. Exhaling, pushing back into 3-legged dog. Pulling that navel to your spine, engaging your core. We have 2 more here. For 1, 2. From here, taking that right leg to the right edge of your mat, lowering that left leg down, giving yourself a nice deep stretch. We're gonna take our right arm onto our head, opening up the chest and lowering it to the ground. Inhaling as you open that chest, exhaling as you close it. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Planting that right arm down, coming up on those left toes, and just shifting your weight forward and back, creating some movement in that leg. Then taking that leg back to the end of your mat, pushing through down dog, walking those legs out a little bit. Bring it here. And slowly lowering those legs down, crossing your toes, coming back on them. You can scooch up on your mat. You're going to a little bit of core work and glute work here. So just taking your arms below your knees, slowly rolling yourself down on that mat, and extending your legs out, your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice deep breath. Now bringing those knees in towards your glutes, putting your hands behind your head. We're going into some crunches. So we're just crunching up here. Really making sure your navel is pulled into that spine, squeezing at the top of that crunch. We have 8 more. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, keeping those shoulders peeled off the ground, we're doing top little pulses, putting your hands on your knees and just pulsing up a little higher. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling all the way down, extending those arms over your head, giving yourself a big stretch. And we're gonna start our roll-ups. So you can walk those feet out a little bit if it's easier for you. And we're inhaling, rolling yourself up to straight back, and exhaling, rolling it back down. So inhale, coming up, exhaling, lowering it down. Option to put your hands behind your knees and help yourself up a little bit, and slowly rolling it back down. We have 2 more. Nice and slow and controlled. So we go through this. That was our last one. We're gonna come to a seated position, putting our arms below, kind of like a tripod, I don't know, but keeping them below us. We're gonna raise our feet to a tabletop position, and we're just going to extend them out and bring them back in. So trying not to move your knees past your hips, but extending them out and bringing them back in. So extending it and bringing them in. The lower you go, the harder it's gonna be. Just breathing through it. And holding them here, we're gonna alternate, bring the legs in. So bring that right leg in, extending, and that left leg in and extending back. We have 8 more. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping them both extended or placing them down on the ground, just your toes. We're just gonna raise and lower them. So the first option is just raising it up, switching, lowering it and raising, or keeping them both up and bring them down one at a time. So it's up to you. You can alternate by placing them down or keeping them both raised. We have 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lowering it back down, hugging those legs in. Give yourself a nice big hug and extending both legs out, arms overhead, placing them behind your head. We're going in to a bicycle variation. So we're just gonna lift that right leg up and over to meet that left arm, keeping that left leg on the ground for now. Trying to get that elbow to your knee. And we have 4 more on this leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, keeping that leg raised, putting your arms over your head. We're just gonna come tap our hands and come back. For 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Holding it here, raising that left leg off the ground in tiny pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lowering it both down, both legs down, going on to the next leg, putting those hands back behind your head, lifting your left leg into that tabletop position, and going in to our bicycles on this leg. Bring that elbow to meet that knee. Breathing through it. We have 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping it here, coming to center, clasping those hands below, clapping, and then coming around and over. We have 4 more. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it at the top, raising that right leg off the ground ever so slightly, and doing tiny pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lowering it all down, raising those arms over your head, giving yourself a nice big stretch. Placing those arms by your side, walking those heels in so your fingertips touch your feet, and we're going into our bridges. So tucking your pelvic under, slowly rolling those hips off the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time, holding at the top and slowly lowering it back down. Trying not to unload the weight at the bottom, but keeping the tension the whole time. Trying to get higher each time you raise those hips. And we have 4 more here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it at the top, shifting your weight into your right leg. We're raising that left leg and just lowering and tapping your toes down. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. From here, you can keep it lifted, place it over that right knee, or bring it back down, and we're just raising and lowering those hips, pushing through that right heel. And we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it at the top for tiny pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly lowering it down, keeping that left leg up, grabbing on to your left calf, giving it a nice stretch. We're going in to our switches, so extending that right leg out. Okay, sorry about that. We had some microphone issues, but coming back, we're getting in to that plank position, and we're just going to go into some slow mountain climbers. So bring that right leg forward, and then your left one. Nice and slow. Trying to get that little crunch as you bring that leg in as far as you can. And then we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down onto those knees into child's pose. Just taking a few breaths here. And then coming up onto our elbows, going in to just a plank hold to finish off class before we go into our stretches. We're halfway, just breathing through it. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering those knees down, pushing into child's pose. Taking nice deep breaths here. Allowing those hips to sink back. And we're gonna go into this little child's pose rolls. So coming up, rolling forward, arching that back, and then raising it up into a cat position and going back into that child's pose. Just taking it at your own pace. You can come in to an upward facing dog and then pushing back to a downward facing one, or child's pose. Whatever feels good for you. Then from here, taking that right arm, placing it more in the middle, slightly putting back your hips, and bringing that left arm through your right one to really stretch out that side body. And then bringing that one forward and switching sides, darting that right arm through and getting a nice stretch on your right side body. And bring both forward, just sitting down, breathing through that child's pose, allowing your body to relax. Extending those arms as far as you can towards the top of the mat. Then tucking those toes, pushing back into downward facing dog, pedaling those legs out. Taking a few more deep breaths here. And then taking that left leg in between your two legs, coming in to that lunge position. allowing those hips to sink as low as you can, allowing them to open more with each breath. You can lower your right leg if you like, get an even deeper stretch. Really pushing those hips towards your mat. You can take your left arm and grab your right leg, getting a nice stretch through the front of that right leg. Slowly letting that go, pushing back to straightening that left leg and just bending over it, getting a nice stretch through the back of your left leg. And shifting your weight forward and back. And you can either stay here or bend your right leg and sit back and bend over that left leg. And coming back up, pushing forward into Pigeon Pose. Pushing that weight into the mat. You can come down on your elbows for a deeper stretch in that left hip. Breathing nice and deep here. Slowly coming back onto your hands, tucking those right toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog. Then taking that right foot forward in between your hands into that high lunge. Just letting those hips sink. Dropping that left leg down for a little deeper of a stretch in those hips. Like taking your right hand, taking that left foot in your palm, feeling that nice stretch in your left leg. Slowly releasing that and pushing back to straighten your right leg and just letting your body fall over it. Then either staying here or coming down, sitting on that left foot and stretching over that right leg. Then pushing up, bending that right leg into our half pigeon. Coming down on your elbows if you'd like. Breathing nice and deep, allowing those hips to open even more. Coming up from here, just placing that leg back and coming on to our backs. Bringing in both knees, giving yourself a nice hug. And then extending that left leg, holding your right leg in, taking it in that right hand and allowing it to open to that right side. Seconds, and then bringing it to the center, taking it in your left hand, allowing it to fall over the left side of your body, extending that right arm, getting a nice spinal twist. And coming to center, taking your right foot in your left hand, putting that foot in that left knee socket and allowing that right knee to fall open. And slowly letting that go, traveling down your left leg, shaking it out, grabbing that left leg in your hands, placing it in your left arm and dropping it to the left side of your body. And bringing it to center, taking your right arm, bringing it across your right side of your body, extending that left arm out. Coming to center, squeezing it in one last time, then taking your ankle in your right hand, placing it in your right hip, and letting that knee fall open. And then releasing, letting it travel down. Shaking your legs out, bringing them in, putting your heels together and just letting those hips fall open. If you'd like, you can push on your quads, creating some space between your spine. And then coming on to your left or right side and pushing up into a comfortable seated position. We're going to stretch out our arms and neck, so taking that right arm across your body. stretch. Then switching sides, taking that left arm across. Then taking our right elbow above our head, stretching out that tricep. And then switching arms. Lowering your both arms down, rolling the shoulders out a little bit. Then we're just gonna bring our right ear to our right shoulder. Get a nice stretch to the left side. Bring it to center, and then bring that left ear to your left shoulder. Bring it to center, going to some neck circles, starting to the right side and slowly going to the center and then to the left side. Stopping at any place that seems a little bit extra tight and allowing it to release. Then going to the left side. Coming to center, rolling the shoulders out. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good workout, and I hope to see you guys next week.